So Mu Alpha Theta is pretty much the math honor society. Mu Alpha Theta is the math students that are prestigious.
I joined Mu Alpha Theta because I just really enjoy math. All my math classes, my teachers really helped me further my understanding of math, and I just had some really good teachers.
Because I wanted to further my abilities as a math student. I've always loved math from the very beginning. I've always been attracted towards math and science, and it's came natural to me, and I just wanted to further it because I'm going into STEM and math is 100% required.
My favorite math teacher was Miss Patel, who isn't here anymore, just because she really challenged me during geometry, and it really made the rest of the math classes that I took easier.
And it was just so easy with her. She made it understanding and to the point. But if you had a problem with anything, you could just raise your hand and she would explain it in every single way possible.
Okay. For me, the hardest thing that I've encountered is definitely calculus as a whole. The whole class is just challenging, but when Miss Wallace is teaching it, it's just easier to understand, but some of the concepts are just way different than what I've had before, so.
I'd have to say the hardest thing for math for me to learn was going back and forth between calculus and algebra.
I'd say the hardest thing in math for me was limits in calculus, because at first I just did not understand the concept, but then once I finally learned it, everything clicked and it became a lot easier.
Don't run away from math. It's going to be there for the rest of your life, so challenge yourself. Even though you don't like math, it may never have been your thing, but you will use it at some point in your life later on, and you're going to look back and it's like, huh, that was useful.
I noticed that it was a great organization for math projects, and I'm also great at math, and I definitely wanted to join it because I wanted to be a huge member, part of the Mu Alpha Theta Club. Definitely, I'll say the advanced classes are definitely giving me a tough time. Probably calculus, statistics, probability.
Well, the hardest math class I've taken is physics, which is kind of a science also, but it's definitely the hardest class. It's the biggest struggle because it was the most difficult, but also the most fun. I like physics the best, but it was hard. Miss Wallace.
Why?
Well, I've had her for pre-cal and then calculus now, maybe something else, and she's the sponsor of this club, so I've had her the most, and she has a really good way of explaining things and breaking them down, which is good in math because it's complicated, so I like the way that she teaches.
One of the things that people don't realize about the club is we do some service projects, and we've been able to go help with LZ Patton's math night, and that was fun to just kind of, serve the kids.
My biggest struggle in math has been, well, obviously staying awake in class, but I'd say other than that, probably being able to understand trig and trig identities. It's pretty hard sometimes to work with, I suppose, maybe taking trig derivatives or working with trying to find lengths of sides. It's always just been a little bit of a struggle for me, but I put up with it.